Boys, what the hell is going on? We get the first sneak peek for the upcoming summer uniforms, and it's this right here. Fish Bowl? Are you kidding me right now? Fish Bowl? Summer has arrived in Marvel Future Fight, and a mysterious villain has returned to the battle from the depths below. I kid you not. Before we get into the what is said on the forums, I want to show you guys this sneak peek because this is ridiculous in all the good and bad ways. There's so much going on here, and I have so many more questions than answers. It's actually ridiculous. It's actually insane. What are these devs cooking? Like, legitimately, what are they cooking? Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know whether to be hype or scared at this point. Apparently the music is really good. I'm gonna put the cones on, put the cans on. The music is bussin'. The music is absolutely bussin'. Okay, I can confirm the music is bussin'. If you're deaf, RIP. The music is bussin'. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna rip off this music. Hopefully it comes to the game, but it probably won't come to the game, let's be honest. But yeah, this music is bussin'. The music is extremely bussin'. Outrageously bussin'. Okay, so I know you have so many questions. You're like, where's Luna? We'll get to that. Second question you have is, why Mysterio? I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea why Mysterio. Apparently, this has some sort of reference in the comics where on Earth, like 834 or 832 or something like that, there is a Mysterio that looks like a deep sea diver. So there is comic reference for this. Okay, for this particular suit. But you can absolutely tell by the gloves, by the eye in the middle, this has to be Fishbowl. This has to be Mysterio, okay? So 100% this is Mysterio. Mysterio's getting a summer seasonal uniform. I know it makes no fucking sense. Okay, it's amazing, but it makes no sense. Now it's gonna get more confusing. It's gonna get so much more confusing. You're probably still looking at the screen through teary eyes, saying, "Where's Luna?" And again, I don't know. But what I do know is that apparently they're going to tier 4 Mysterio. Like, this makes no sense at all. Now you're probably wondering, what the hell are you talking about, Alex? How could they tier 4 Mysterio? Isn't Mysterio tier 2? So a lot of people forget about this. Mysterio got his Transcendence last year, along with Electro getting his Transcendence and a bunch of other characters when we got the Doctor Strange. Where was there a patch? Okay, well, we'll talk about the patch as well. We gotta talk about the patch. Really quickly here, you can see Quentin Beck, aka Mysterio from Earth 803. He has the whole fishbowl look going on. It's not exactly the same as what we are getting, but it is very, very similar. And he was one of the members of Green Goblin's 6 Men of Sinistry. Obviously, this looks like it's a long time ago. It's like an old-timey universe where, you know, things don't necessarily get as advanced as we have in the other universes in the regular timeline. But anyways, a lot of people forget. Like, a lot of people just straight up forget. Mysterio is transcended. So this would be, if he's getting an upgrade with his uniform, if he's getting a tier 4, like if he's getting an upgrade, it is to tier 4, guys. It is absolutely to tier 4. He is transcended. So this is bonkers. This is completely bonkers. Now, what makes it even more confusing, okay, he's transcended, all right? He's transcended. He's got the transcended skill. Okay, this is what makes it even more confusing. When you look in the sneak peek and you look on the left side of the water here, what do you see? Okay, you see very clearly a T and 3 lines. It's a little hard to see, but it's absolutely there. It's absolutely there. I'm not gonna take it to Photoshop and enhance it, but it's absolutely there. Now, this is confusing for so many reasons. One, Mysterio is not tier 3-able because he's already transcended. What are they going to do? Take away his transcendence and give him a tier 3? This would be the first time ever that they did this shit. It would make no sense at all. Mysterio has one of the coolest transcended skills, and he's a big part of the transcended skill because he's in the middle and he gets really big. So there's literally no reason, right? Let me show you his transcendent skill. There's literally no reason to take away his transcendent skill, right? This is the OG transcendent skill. We saw this one years ago, right? He got this transcendent skill back in 2019. In 2019, when we got the Spider-Man Far From Home, or whatever it was, yeah, Far From Home. Yeah, we got this update. So he's had this transcended skill for 4 years now. 4 years. So this is very confusing. I think it's possible that the devs made a mistake. That whoever, not the devs, that the sneak peek team made a mistake. This is a really cool sneak peek. The music is amazing. The everything looks really cool. But it seems like they made a mistake with the number of lines, or maybe there are 4 lines, but we can't see all 4 lines, and one of them is just not distinct enough. I can certainly see 3 lines. Like I can absolutely see 3 lines, and I can see a T, but I cannot see a 4th line. In any of the frames, I do not see a 4th line. Now, unfortunately, it's possible for the devs to chalk all of that up to Quentin Beck's illusions, and he's neither getting a tier 3 nor a tier 4, and he's just getting the uniform. However, it gets more complicated. When we go over to the forums, now we start to cook. The stuntman who turned to villainy to obtain recognition has prepared new tricks for the summer. The Wizard of Illusion. So this is 100% Quentin Beck. This is 100% Mysterio. Okay? Check out the new looks. That means uniform. And powers. Hold up. Of this supervillain who controls illusions and special effects at will. So I think they're implying that he is getting a tier 4. Which actually kind of blows my mind. Mysterio's not a very popular character. I know we need more blast villains. I know right now basically the only blast villain is Magneto. So from the standpoint of players, it is very good. But it's still a seasonal uniform, by the way. It's still a seasonal uniform. So it's not really an upgrade from Magneto. So it makes very little sense until you consider the following. And then this is where it starts to make more sense for me, at least. And other people on the Discord pointed this out. Enchantress deals mind damage, right? And she has this passive where she gives allies mind resist and mind damage. And she also has those buffs to supervillains. So Mysterio, or if we look at him with his new costume, we can call him Myscubio. Okay, shout out to Philip J. Fry for that one. Myscubio. Myscubio is also a villain, also blast, and also deals mostly, you guessed it, mind damage. He deals almost exclusively mind damage. So he would be a perfect synergy with Enchantress. Like, she would give him the full range of her buffs because he's a villain and because he also deals mind damage. And I actually failed to mention Myscubio when I was talking in the previous video about her passive when I did the review on her, and I mentioned, you know, Emma Frost, I mentioned possible Rachel Summers or Kid Omega if they turn to villains, Mr. Sinister, right, the Jean Grey. There's lots of mind damage, MODOK, but I forgot about Myscubio. So it kind of starts to make more sense when you think of it from that lens. However, it still begs the question, where the hell is Luna Snow? And is Luna Snow going to be the second upgrade here? Now, it's anyone's guess. At the same time, as I'm sure it's going to be Luna, it's also anyone's guess. It's also kind of anyone's guess. Now, they did show an additional visual data mine here. I pulled this up from Reddit, where in the game files you can find, there's an audio name for the Luna Snow White Sirius armor. Okay, but then there's new audio name, as you can see here, for Luna Summer Fantasy Universe, and then Luna Summer Fantasy in-game, and there's a play condition 1 and 2. So, and it's also got the uniform ID changes, as you can see, right? White Series armor was her 3rd uniform, so there's a 3 there, and then here there's a 4 for her 4th uniform. Okay. So I still firmly believe we're getting Luna. What this means is 2 things. They could be giving Luna They could be giving Luna a paywall uniform and not giving her a tier 4. That would be very weird, but it would make sense from the perspective of they don't want to overshadow Spider-Gwen so quickly, right? That's one possibility. Second possibility is it's not Luna at all, and we got bamboozled and it's somebody else, and then everyone's gonna go scramble to tier 4 Spider-Gwen. And then the third option is it is Luna and she's also getting a tier 4. that is also a possibility. And the reason why I bring this up, although I know it's going to shock a lot of you, you guys are like, 2 tier 4s in one update? That's insane. Well, it is insane, but at every step of the way with tier 4s, it has been insane. When they first announced tier 4s, we were like, hold up, that's insane. They haven't tier 3'd and transcended every character. How are they introducing tier 4? But then they introduced tier 4. And then they were like, you know what? We're going to do 2 tier 4s per update. And we were like, what the hell? That's insane. 2 tier 4s per update? That's too fast. And then they were like, you know what? 2 tier 4s is not enough milk from the whales. So let's go with 3 tier 4s per update. And we were like, what the fuck? 3 tier 4s per update? And then they were like, you know what? 3 tier 4s is not enough. Let's start tier 4ing native tier 2s and dropping them like hotcakes. And we were like, holy crap, we've become desensitized. We don't care anymore. Bring it on. So yeah, I could absolutely see them doing 2 tier 4s in this update. The second reason why I think they could do 2 tier 4s, besides just not giving a shit about the pacing, is Kang. If they're planning to, and they're looking to release Kang, and he's not going to be tier 4able, they need to make up for that by having enough tier 4s. And we know that their pace per update is 3 tier 4s. So if they're going to do 1 tier 4 now, which was Odin, and then they need to do 2 more tier 4s, right? And they have 2 more updates, and one is the summer update and one is the Kang update, and Kang's not going to have a tier 4, then they need to double up on the other update, which is the summer uniform, the seasonal outfits. So yeah, I could definitely see them going for tier 4 Luna anyways, but I am absolutely shocked that Myscubio is getting a tier 4. Love that name, by the way. And yeah, it's going to be pretty big. Now, Mysterio, it's interesting. He could go either way in the sense of being either PvE or PvP. Obviously, if he goes PvE, he has to directly compete with Magneto, which I think is going to be hard. I think the devs really made Magneto strong. So, you know, if Mysterio is better than Magneto for World Boss Legend, but worse for ABX ABL, he might not take. Not a lot of people might tier 4 him because there's not a lot of value there. However, Mysterio has some other qualities, like he's got increased mind damage, he's got all these other buffs here, increased HP, and he's also got, where is it? Okay, he's got a silence, which is trash. Honestly, they need to rework that passive. I think it's on his uniform. He has 66% damage reduction. That's not bad. He's also got a 25% chance to penetrate. So if they tweak these numbers, if they add some healing and stuff, they could absolutely make him viable for PvP, right? They could absolutely make him viable for PvP. So yeah, we could be seeing a Mysterio PvP. Last thing I want to talk about really quickly is the server patch. They patched something to fix the Asgard tokens. Good. They fixed the tier 3 gauge of Daredevil with his old uniform not charging. They fixed the damage effects of Malekith. Nice. They fixed something wrong with Enchantress. Something about timeline survival, which is gone already. And then no fixes to Angela and 0 fixes to Odin. So, yeah. Anywho, we have one more sneak peek to come because this is not the last sneak peek. So that's when they'll show the second character from this summer update. Is it going to be Luna or is it going to be somebody else? Hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think. What the hell is going on? Thanks so much for watching. Myscubio out.